that's what we're of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Jackson on first down, rolling to his right. His throw incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On third down, Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 44. And the carry on first down by Mostert, going to wind up losing yardage there as he stopped for officially a loss of 2. On second and 12, Mahomes and going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Just 2 plays have taken the lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return is Duvernay. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Now it's Jackson. He'll get that to the rookie from Minnesota, Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson to Bateman there, first down Ravens. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. And that's coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Dobbins. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. To throw is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
On 2nd down, Mostert. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 56 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Finding room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him.
first and 10. It's Mostert. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Edwards-Helaire will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So now it's third and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. It's a run with Mostert, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversion.
Your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with first and 10. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Well, that was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down. Here's Jackson to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On second down now, Dobbins. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Ravens on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield, Those guys are staying with him, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in and you'd be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole...
There he goes, right side, and all the way in. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. This time, the extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return is Duvernay. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Eluding the pressure right. First down and more for Jackson. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Watkins, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is Drin. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. It got his man. Complete. Touchdown. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return is Duvernay. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Here's Mecole Hardman. Well, now how about this return? And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, That'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. On play action, it's Mahomes. Picked off near the 34, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a give to Mostert running right. They find some open field here. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. 125 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts and execute their blocks. It's pretty impressive.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. Sammy Watkins, of course, played for these Chiefs the last 3 years, part of the championship team, Super Bowl 54 against the 49ers. Had some problems staying on the field, but when he did, he was productive. And the Ravens know that a healthy Sammy Watkins for them, that can be a big headache for opposing defenses.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. 20, 10, and in for the Ravens touchdown. The Ravens get a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
You know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a do-it-all back, and he did plenty on that run. And as a rookie, 803 yards rushing for the season, in Kansas City may look to up his workload a little bit in year 2. The last pick of the 1st round in 2020, he more than justified that selection with his ability to run the football and catch it out of the backfield.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
On the return is Duvernay. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And that one. The Ravens on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Jackson now. They set up the screen for Dobbins. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. To throw again is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence. And
he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens cut into that lead. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll scratch out only about a yard on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
they've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of over...
Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
On the return is Duvernay.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Switch gears, switch gears.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year 2 leap. Now the lead runner for the Baltimore Ravens.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Throwing is Jackson. Rolling to his right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the veteran Richard Sherman. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but
because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Butker. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return is Duvernay.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And that's complete to Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. On first down, Dobbins.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.